Now on CoastTV News.
More medical waste washing up. The dangerous trash and hazardous materials have beachgoers frustrated as cleanup crews race to contain the problem.
Millions of dollars for major improvements. The Ocean City Town Council moving a step closer to greenlighting a convention center project.
Safer Bridges' new device is being installed in Delaware to prevent dangerous crashes.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
More beaches closed due to medical waste continuing to wash up. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with new information on that medical waste mystery.
Take a look at your screen here. You will see all of the towns along the coast that have had reports of the waste washing up. New today, South Bethany reported waste. We still don't know what is causing this as far north as Lewis and as far south as Assateague. And while authorities are still actively investigating in multiple states, Denmark has just issued a no swimming advisory for a week because of this. Coast TV News reporter Brandon Ferguson is live in Bethany Beach. Brandon, there's also barriers stopping people from going on the beach.
Yes, Maddie, these barriers and signs are at each one of these entry points to the beach. Now, this is probably going to stay like that for the next week, and we spoke with people today about this news, and they're disappointed.
Bethany Beach, empty. After 3 days of medical waste washing up on beaches along the coast. Just this morning, this pill bottle was found in Lewis Beach, and on your screen now is a syringe that the Bethany Beach Patrol collected Tuesday morning. Beachgoers tell Coast TV they're disappointed.
People can't enjoy the beach like we should, and we took this time to come down to see the beautiful water, and this is as close as I can get.
This right here on the ground would be where the medical waste would be washing up, but the Bethany Beach Patrol have been up and down these beaches all day cleaning it. Today I spoke with the Surfrider Foundation, who do multiple beach cleanups this year, and they tell me this medical waste washing up is just unheard of.
People who live on and love Delmarva are worried about all this waste washing ashore.
I'm disappointed that something like that could happen.
A medical waste mystery continues on Delmarva.
Coast TV has reached out to Denmark about where this medical waste is coming from and the current state of the investigation, and we have not heard back. In Bethany Beach, Brandon Ferguson, Coast TV News.
And now that we've covered the Delaware beaches, let's move to Ocean City. According to Ocean City Police, there was no medical waste on the beach today, a marked change since Sunday. The ocean will remain closed due to rough surf, limited lifeguards, and just overall precaution. Ocean City is working with the health department to conduct water testing, and they tell us they hope they can reopen before the weekend.
All of this brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what do you think would actually prevent medical waste from ending up on our beaches?
Let's take a look at the updated results from the last news hour. Take a look at your screen. 81% say harsher dumping penalties, 4% say increased cleanups, and 15% say stricter regulations.
Now, if you haven't voted in this yet, it's easy to do. Go to coasttv.com or use our Coast TV mobile app, and we're going to have updates on that poll tonight on Coast TV News at 11.
The Delaware Department of Transportation says a new warning system is coming to Milford on the Mispillion River Bridge. DelDOT calls the system clankers, which you see here. They'll hang down before the bridge to audibly warn overheight trucks that won't necessarily fit there, Charlie.
This comes after the historic bridge has been hit, and incredibly, it's happened 7 times in just the past several years. The last strike causing significant damage and a 6-month closure.
That it will help us to protect and preserve this bridge going forward and save not only the department a lot of time and money, but ultimately the drivers who aren't damaging vehicles and causing a whole host of other issues.
DelDOT says it hopes that the system is going to be in place by the end of the year.
Upgrades to the Ocean City Convention Center, they're taking a step forward. As Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zappé reports, the Ocean City Council approved, listen to this, the first reading of a bond ordinance. That's a lot of words to mean it, in part, will free up $4 million for improvements.
Traveling to the Ocean City Convention Center, Some vacationers say that's the reason they visit Ocean City. And now possible new upgrades to the center are one step closer to becoming a reality. And local James Donato thinks these improvements are a no-brainer.
I think it can bring good revenue and eyes to Ocean City.
So just what's on the table? According to Tom Perlazzo, the director for tourism and business, the roof needs to be replaced, elevators need to be upgraded. They also want to replace the concrete flooring in exhibits A, B, and C to a more multi-purpose flooring suitable for more sporting events.
We'll become more attractive and hopefully, generate some additional income by doing that.
On Monday, the Ocean City Council approved the first reading of the ordinance that will fund this makeover. And Perlazzo thinks the second reading will be no different.
Yeah, I think the initial reaction, was a 7-0 vote for Mayor and City Council. So it'll be a great step for us here at the Convention Center to keep us moving and being this economic catalyst for the town of Ocean City.
The project would be a $4 million investment in the form of bond money to improve the center. The Ocean City Council will have to pass its second and final reading before the bonds get authorized. I'm Kevin Zappé in Ocean City, CoastTV News.
Let's go ahead and take a live look right now outside into Lewis, a gloomy day, as our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams joins us now with a look at our forecast. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Maddie. And as we reflect on what's happening with the medical debris that's washing upon the shore, we have concerns for rain and inundation or some flooding to occur with some gusty winds along the coast as well. We're once again taking another look at what's happening for us in Ocean City. Those are the seagulls flying by, just in case you were wondering what that is. We're seeing more aggressive waves that's pushing through, and that's actually a person that kind of shows you how big those things are when you take a look at it from a scale standpoint. We're at 72 degrees with 12-mile-per-hour winds, and we're going to drop down to 71, but in will come the rain and the scattered showers. We have the winds pushing out of the northeast at about 28-mile-per-hour gusts in some areas and staying very active along the coast. Now let's take a look at the future waves, because that's where the cleanup concern and more possible waste could pose a problem throughout the week. We're looking at possibly 4 to 8 foot waves, Dewey Beach to Bottom Hills, early in the morning for Wednesday, then going into the 9 o'clock hour with it staying right around about 8 feet. But then as we go from Bethany Beach down towards Chincoteague, you'll notice as we go through the forecast period, when it freezes right around, let's say 1 o'clock, we start seeing the yellows here to south of Ocean Pines. That indicates between 8 to possibly 10 foot waves that's going to push in this portion of the Delmarva coast. Now, we will have more in the way of detail of the rain that's on the way coming up in our next weather segment. Until then, back to you, Maddie.
Paul, thank you. In traffic news, Georgetown drivers, get ready for a road closure and some detours. Delmarva Railroad forces will be removing and performing maintenance at the South King Street crossing. That starts 7 a.m. Monday, September 23rd for the whole week, and this is important. Those closures will be 24 hours.
Milton is planning on drafting an opinion on affordable housing, and yes, this has been a topic before. In the past, they've seen presentations on this issue. Thursday, September 19th, they'll draft an advisory opinion and see what they can do. This meeting will take place at 4 p.m. at Grace Church.
The city of Lewis is figuring out what to do with what remains of nearly $2 million in federal money awarded during the COVID-19 pandemic. Almost $30,000 went to the Lewis Board of Public Works, $60,000 to Family Promise, $460,000 to the Lewis Fire Department, who already spent all of it, and $200,000 to Milford Housing. The city says there is over $350,000 left. Some ideas are using that to fix potholes, to access public water in the lobby of City Hall, and, very topical now, clean up beaches.
Staying in Lewis, the 4th Street Preserve campaign has reached 70% of its $8 million fundraising goal, and that's thanks to $1.4 million in commitments from Delaware's Open Space Council. The goal of this is to restore natural habitats, create passive recreation opportunities, and provide educational resources for the community. New partnerships include a plant survey from University of Delaware, interest from the Cape Henlopen School District in using the preserve as a living classroom, and the campaign director said that they are also developing early plans for public paths, wetland, and drainage.
A new report investigates 148 deadly overdoses in Delaware. It's a new report, but the data recently released is from 2021. The report reveals that most overdose deaths occurred in Newcastle County, followed by Kent and then Sussex. Key recommendations to fight this include expanding reentry programs, creating peer support roles, increasing community outreach, and improving housing support. This report aims to help prevent future overdose deaths and is part of the Commission's annual review process. And we are just getting started this evening.
Fresh ingredients and soup season at Lewis Farmers Market. What else you might want to expect this weekend?
And some stormy weather is ahead. We're starting to see light rain make its way into our region as we stay a bit on, at least watching out for coastal flood possibilities throughout Sussex.
But first, progress on the highly debated McDonald's in Milton. We're back with that in just 60 seconds.
Join us for the Kickoff to Savings sales event going on right now at Preston Ford. Get $12,000 in savings off MSRP on select 2023 Ford F-150s. Save $9,000 off MSRP on a new 2023 Ford Bronco Badlands. These are just some of the deals. Explore a huge inventory online at PrestonFord.com. With over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, we're sure to have the perfect vehicle for you. Preston Ford, located at the corner of Route 318 and 331. Remember, cars cost less in Preston.
Hey homeowners, are you thinking of transforming the exterior of your home? I'm Brendan with CR3 American Exteriors. Our team knows how to turn your vision into reality. Plus, every project is backed by the CR3 Service Guarantee. Right now, enjoy special financing with 0 payments until 2025 and save 20% on any new roof. CR3 is proud to have earned countless 5-star reviews from homeowners all across Delmarva. Visit CR3 DMV today or contact us at 410-842-2718 for your free estimate.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
The Golden Arches are going up as crews work to bring a new fast food restaurant to Milton. Here you can see significant progress has been made with that controversial McDonald's,
which sits right at the corner of Route 16 and Union Street. Work started at the end of August after the town council approved revised plans.
While the new project has drawn in multiple reactions and opinions from locals, some of it has been positive.
Ronnie Bailey told Coast TV this project was inevitable.
But yeah, the traffic's going to be bad, but they need a little fast food place around, so it's growing. The area is growing, so I have to deal with it.
The fast food restaurant is expected to open until the end of November. A proposed apartment complex will be reviewed in Georgetown. That's tomorrow night, and not without controversy. Follow me on this one. The Kingfisher Apartments are in front of Georgetown's Planning Commission. This would bring 6 buildings with 106 total units to Savannah Road and Calhoun Street. But here's the conflict. A neighboring preschool has submitted multiple letters against the project, worrying the apartments will increase crime and traffic, putting students at risk. The Planning Commission meets at 6 p.m.
Right now we have an active breach statement for our area, and we're concerned about riptides, gusty winds, and additional showers headed our way. Your detailed forecast is coming up.
Track the storm with Coast TV First Alert Weather.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah,
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
A legacy is earned with generations of proven reliability, standing tall through the test of time, leading, innovating to build the best vehicles with the best value. Because the greatest memories begin with the journey.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hurricane season is here, which means power outages can strike anytime without warning. Don't get caught in the dark. Let the expert electricians at FH Fur install a Generac whole home standby generator, keeping your lights on, your family connected, and your home safe, no matter what. Call FH Fur today and get $1,000 off. Plus, for a limited time, we'll include a whole home surge protector absolutely free. When Mother Nature strikes, it's too late. Stay powered, stay safe with FH Fur.
877-GO-FUR. FHFur.com.
With Chevy trucks, be ready for adventure. With power you can count on. Capability that doesn't compromise. A hard-working EV with more range than any competitor and the potential to take you anywhere. Get 0% financing on this 2024 Silverado when you finance with GM Financial. Or current Chevy owners can get $6,500 total value. That's 12% below MSRP. See your Delmarva Chevy dealers.
We're clearing out inventory with big store-wide discounts. Get to Johnny Janosic now and get up to 70% off store-wide. Plus, you'll pay no interest for up to 5 years with no down payment and no minimum purchase. Get this 4-piece sectional for less than $32 a month. Or this 5-piece dining set, less than $27 a month. Shop our huge selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses, ready to go. For a limited time only at Johnny Janosic World of Furniture and Mattresses.
At Precision Exteriors, caring is our cause, and community is a big part of everything we do.
Habitat's partnership with Precision Exteriors has been incredible. They come out, they get everything done quickly, efficiently, and they leave no nail left behind when they're cleaning up and they're done.
Choose Precision Exteriors for your next home improvement project. Roofing, siding, gutters, and windows. We use quality materials with excellent craftsmanship, and we work with insurance companies advocating for you. Remember, measure twice, cut once, and always do it with precision. Precision Exteriors.
Take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. Download free today.
Our ongoing coverage of the medical debris that's brushing along the coast is exasperated by the concern for rip currents and gusty winds, along with the possibility of inundation in some areas. We're going to go over that case by case and piece by piece in just a moment. Our Gateway Subaru camera in Ocean City, 72 degrees with 13-mile-per-hour winds. You can see the very vibrant waves that are crashing along the shore. Now, we are expecting, in addition to the wind and the waves, some rain to begin to kick in for us, particularly as we get closer to the 10 o'clock hour. Here's a look at the wind gusts pushing out of the northeast, ranging from like 8-mile-per-hour wind gusts in Lewis, but up to 29-mile-per-hour wind gusts, for example, Indian River Inlet. That's also in connection with concerns for coastal floods throughout all of Sussex. That stays into effect and will stay a concern until 1 o'clock Wednesday along the coast in all Bayside area communities and just anywhere you're near water. In addition to that, we have a new concern that was just added to the roster. Coastal flood statement active for Dorchester, Somerset, and Wacomico, meaning that we're watching out for a possible foot or foot and a half of inundation right along Highway 13 and close to Nanticoke as well. Then there's a beach hazard statement. Now, this is mainly dealing with gusty winds and the possibility of rip currents that could add more to beach erosion in and around Ocean City. All of that, once again, tied into our concern with the medical waste that's been washing up on shore. Coastal flood advisory also active for Chincoteague, Wishart, Horsey, and those areas. So once again, and then we have this wave of rain that's now pushing its way towards us from our south. By the way, we don't want to forget that we have the gusty winds that's prompting the small craft advisory. 25-mile-per-hour wind gusts, not only along the shore, but throughout the Chesapeake Bay area as well. This low pressure system is the culprit, the blame for what's going on. Wide berth counterclockwise rotation, bringing in wave upon wave of rain. But ironically, there's a bit of a shift here. Because we have a bit of a blocking that's happening to our north, the lion's share of the embedded thunderstorms is staying to our south. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing that we're avoiding that so it doesn't complicate the problems that we're already dealing with. We're at 29-mile-per-hour wind gusts currently for Indian River Inlet. So let's talk about the precipitation. A 73% chance on Wednesday. Then we decrease rapidly over the next few days, but we still have a chance of it. We could see 1.5 inches by the time we get to Wednesday evening. And as we go to Thursday, we'll see more of 1.5 inches, possibly 1.75 inches more widespread across Sussex County. And even the models are beginning to agree more. By the time we get into, let's say, Wednesday morning, all of them begin to escalate uniformly, giving us a more sure likelihood that that rain's going to be an added additional concern. Then there's a concern with the winds for the future. For Wednesday afternoon, 29-mile-per-hour wind gusts coming off the most northeastern portions of our county area. Then there's a swirling action that happens. You see all those arrows changing directions? Then it becomes more concentrated as we go into the weekend. Last but not least, we're looking at the wave of rain for the rest of the late evening. That's for 10:30. Then these embedded cells kick in after midnight. And that's all part of that counterclockwise circulation that we're concerned with that's brewing down right off of Cape Hatteras throughout portions of North Carolina that's affecting us. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodel Extended Forecast. We stay on yellow alert for Wednesday.
Thank you, Paul. If you didn't know, next week is Falls Prevention Awareness Week right here in Delaware. In 2023, here in the first state, there were about 4,000 falls for people age 65 and older. And those are dangerous. According to the Delaware Trauma Registry, 923 of those falls resulted in a head injury. Delaware men also had a higher number of falls compared to Delaware women in nearly every age group. So steady yourself, fellas. There will be a free fall risk screening at Milford Senior Center October 3rd.
If you are heading to the Lewis Farmers Market this weekend, here is what you can expect. Soup lovers, this one's for you. Starting off, Jackie Blues will have 3 different flavors. Old World Breads will have 7, and there will be vegan and gluten-free soup options. That's for you, Paul, and samples with a recipe card. If you want to experience making your own soup, there's plenty of fresh ingredients to take home. That's Saturday at George H.P. Smith Park from 8 a.m. to noon.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Tonight, Caesar Rodney girls volleyball is looking to avenge a state semifinals loss to Smyrna last year. The rematch just began at 6 p.m. on DSN+. The Riders enter at 2-1 after 2 wins over Del Mar and Sussex Central. Their opponent, the defending state champion Eagles, are hoping to bounce back after a 1-2 start and falling to Cape 3-0 last week. If you missed the live matchup, check out highlights on DSN's The Final Score at 10:30 p.m. Staying with Delaware volleyball tonight, Sussex Central is searching for their 3rd win after a 2-1 start. On the other side, Sussex Tech is aiming to move to 2-2 with a victory tonight. In last year's matchup between these squads, Central knocked off Tech 3-1. Catch the tail end of this game live on DSN Plus right now. And big news in the NFL, the Dolphins are putting quarterback Tua Tagovailoa on the injured reserve for at least 4 games after suffering another concussion in the loss versus the Bills on Thursday. And tonight on The Final Score, see if Chrisfield boys soccer was able to take down Bennett. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night.
As I get older, I was getting a little off balance. Got recommendations for baths by Bicep Brothers. I love my shower. It's perfect for me. My favorite part was probably how quick and easy it was. They came in the morning and they were done by afternoon. I definitely wanted the grab bars. They also put the seat in, which was very nice. The wand is good, especially if you're sitting. So much safer to get in and out of now. It seems like my showers are quicker that way. So it's perfect.
This morning's weather forecast courtesy of Baths by Spicer Brothers, a Delmarva tradition for over 20 years.
Don't miss the Delaware Resorts Fall Home Expo at Cape Henlopen High School in Lewis, September 21st and 22nd. Admission is free. 100 exhibitors from throughout the Delaware region will present their products and services. Come see a wide array of some of the resort area's top home product and service companies, all under one roof. Many of the exhibitors offer expo specials, and some will be giving away gifts and prizes. Ample parking is free. Don't miss the free Fall Home Expo, September 21st and 22nd at Cape Henlopen High School in Lewis.
There's still lots of great weather left to enjoy a new deck and a vacation.
With Paul Davis, you can have both. Our composite decking looks great. It won't fade, curl, or rot, so it's maintenance free and comes with our lifetime warranty.
Paul Davis will bring the showroom to you, take measurements, and give you a down-to-the-penny price that same day. And that vacation?
We'll give you that too.
Pay nothing for 12 months and get a luxury vacation for 2. Call today for a free same-day estimate.
Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Brian was injured in an accident. He wasn't sure how he would get a lawyer because he was out of work and had no income and didn't know how he'd pay. But Brian called us. We took his case on a contingent fee basis. He didn't pay 1 penny until he got his settlement. Lesson of the story, if you've been injured in an accident, you may be able to hire a lawyer now but pay later. Folks, tip the scales of justice in your favor. Call Schwartz & Schwartz today.
The excellence of driving a Buick is matched by the excellence of the dealership experience when you own a Buick. Buick, exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get $3,000 purchase allowance on this 2024 Encore GX. That's 10% below MSRP.
Celebrate the season with the 4 best days of fall at Sunfest. Experience the ultimate celebration of food, drinks, arts, crafts, and entertainment along the boards from October 24th to the 27th. Embrace fall by enjoying a seaside tractor ride, chilling around a beach bonfire, navigating a corn maze, or participating in a pet and bicycle event. Shop around over 200 arts and crafts vendors. Immerse yourself in music with an incredible lineup of free musical performances. Enjoy the free family fun all day. For more information, visit ococean.com/sunfest.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Conditions are a bit calm for us. When you take a look at this through our Hershey's exterior camera, temperatures will be in the 70s as we watch for light to moderate showers beginning to make its move throughout the evening hours. Now for Milford and inland areas, we're just talking cloudy skies right now. Temperatures will settle into the 70s with partly to mostly cloudy skies there. Unfortunately, the worst of the rain we're expecting for right now is stay to our south, and that's a good thing. Be sure you keep up with your forecast with our weather line, sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalas, Brockstedt, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling exclusive 10-day forecast. We're still calling for a yellow alert day for us on Wednesday because the early morning hours of Wednesday, watching out for heavy downpours, and we are under current coastal flood advisories throughout all of the Delmarva Peninsula.
Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.